Well, hello there, the Ontario Gardener here, and today, you can tell from the sun, it is warm. It's getting up to about 16 degrees here, 17 degrees Celsius here in mid to southern Ontario. I say southern Ontario a lot, but like I'm not in Toronto, I'm not in London, I'm not that far south. That's Mitch. We're gonna go meet Mitch in a second. But today, because it's so nice and warm out, I need to get the chicken coop cleaned. Hopefully you can hear me. They're carried on like crazy for some odd reason. I think they know they're gonna have a clean house today. I wanna go in there, I'm gonna show you what it looks like after 6 months. So I don't clean it in the wintertime. Everything freezes together. I don't mess with it, I leave it alone. There's flies out. You know spring is on the way. So I'm gonna take you guys inside, show you what it looks like now, and then I'm gonna show you a little bit how I clean certain things, and I'm gonna show you some of my tools that I have right out here. They're nuts today. You hear that? They're crazy. And I'm going to bring some shavings over, a couple bags of shavings over, some bales if you will, and I'll show you how I put that down, and then I'll show you the finished product, and we'll see how happy they are. So let's dive inside, and I'll show you the coop. Alrighty, as we enter the coop here, or the pen, if you will, I will do a video on this pen at some point. I built this last year by myself. Quite proud of it. It works very well. This is the flock. You got the big rooster, that's Mitch. We also have a smaller rooster, a silky. His name is Jerry. Let's go see if we can find him. And because there's not any snow out here, or very little snow out here now, the chickens will go outside. So the goal is to try to shush all of them out here to shut this gate, so I'm not bothered in the coop. But here's the coop. It's very messy, which it should be after 6 months. I know some people keep after it every month. I don't. It gets to be too hard when it gets wet. I got their heated water in here. It's a nipple water, so there's 3 nipples, or maybe 4, on this bucket at the bottom. It plugs in. I won't need it really anymore. Got my heat lamp. Again, don't really need that anymore. Got my feed bin where I keep 1 bag of, it's a layer ration, a crumble. And then let's go inside. This is the main coop. It's 8 by 10. And then I have an extension on the back, which is also 8 by 10, or sorry, 8 by 12, I believe. And I built that after I built the main coop because we got more chickens, so I had to kind of cut the wall away. You know, there's not a lot of weight on these beams, so I'm not too worried about how I did it. Now, I used to have a chicken door here, but the problem is this is like 3 feet off the ground, and we had ducks the other year. They wouldn't go up. They wouldn't go up the ramp. Spinning around here, we have a couple windows. 1 window down there. I may put a couple other windows in here this year because I got some for free last fall. And here are the nesting boxes, which are filthy. And yes, they're filled with eggs because in the wintertime, by the time you collect eggs, they freeze. So I don't bother. I let them alone. They'll eat some of the eggs. But these will all be cleaned out of here today. The boxes will be cleaned out. Everything will be, you can see all the manure on the top. Be cleaned out, and then we're going to start getting some nice, clean, fresh eggs. Like this one was laid today. This one looks like it was laid yesterday. So I'm going to go through and collect all the new eggs. The other ones are obviously going to get tossed. Do my good clean. And that's that. Now, obviously, the tractor doesn't fit inside of here, so I have to use a wheelbarrow. So let's take a quick little walk. And you know, I'm not going to be bothered if the chickens get out today. I'm not going to be too bothered. But here's my tractor, which you've seen many times before. I got a wheelbarrow. I got a big like grain shovel. I have a small shovel if I need it. I have a metal flat nose shovel, and I'll get a putty knife and a broom and a couple other things. But that's basically what we're gonna be working on today. Cleaning out the coop. I'll catch you guys next segment. All right, so first things first, and what I usually do first is I clean these out. Now these are just held on, I think by nails. So I'll have to grab a hammer, but you gotta clean the tops of these. I mean, it comes off real easy. I know this may seem gross, but you know, this is farm life, man. If you can't handle it, then you shouldn't be doing it. So I'm gonna continue to work at this, clean all these off. Now I could just dump it on the ground, but I can just fling it into the wheelbarrow next to me anyway. And yeah, all my gloves and all this stuff is gonna get full of manure. But at the end of the day, you take gloves off, you toss them, you take this, and you throw it in the washing machine. And it's a good day to do this, mind you, because it's so warm. There's gonna be nothing frozen in here. And you can already see, look at that. It already looks tons better. See? That's all you gotta do. And this will dry. This is just like, I don't know what that's called. The compressed board. I don't know, OSB or something. Anyway, that's that. I'm gonna go through here and clean all this out. And then I'll show you guys what that looks like in the next segment. Alrighty, the boxes are all clean, which is sometimes almost the hardest part. But they're clean enough, the top's clean. I got a couple good eggs from today. The rest are on the ground here. So I'm gonna come back through here with my shovel, probably this shovel. If this would be hay on the ground or straw, I'd have to use a pitchfork, but this should come up in clumps. I'll just give you a little show of how that looks. Nothing too crazy. Usually I start on the edge, but I can start in the middle today. You can see just how deep the nest is. There you go. Alrighty, so the chickens are carrying on. The coop is clean. Let's take a look at that. Look at that. Pretty good, pretty good. Now, I would normally let this dry out for the day, but there's no wind, so there's no point to do that. And I'm gonna put fresh shavings down. They'll soak up any, back there, there's a little bit of moisture yet, because spots in the back corner there were a bit frozen. There is a leak. You can't really see the darker wood back. There is a leak in the roof back in that corner. I get all the things back on for the boxes. If you see, the chickens are ready to get back in here. So let's get some shavings put down. So this is quite simple. Basically just take the bale. I'm going to start in the back here. See back here. Cut the bale open. And dump the shavings out. Then I'll take my broom here to spread it out. You can use your foot, pitchfork, whatever. Fluff it back in there. Now, it doesn't have to be super, super deep. You know, I like it bed, you know, fairly deep, a few inches. Spread the rest of this out better. We're done here. It's good to kind of break up all the clumps. That's basically how you spread it. It's very simple. I'm going to do the other two bags and bring you back. Alrighty, and we're back. And we are clean. Look at that. Now, I don't go too crazy spreading this that level, because the chickens are going to come here and scratch it all up anyway. Nice layer, probably 2 to 4 inches, well, probably about 3 to 4 inches thick. Maybe some areas like down in here are 5 inches. I got all the boxes. I have to get some more wood to put across these boxes, but they typically only lay in like a few of them anyway, which is odd. But I put the eggs, the good eggs that I collected today are in there. And it may still a little bit dirty, but that's basically it. I've got the food back on. Now the light and the other water I'm gonna leave here for now, just in case, because it will get colder again before the spring and summer come. So I'm gonna leave this stuff here. It's not plugged in, it's just there just in case I need it. So let's come back here and let's let them in. Which of course, they're not here right now. They're over there. I'm not sure how to coax them back in, but I don't need to do that. They're out enjoying themselves. You can see it through the mesh somewhat. They're out enjoying themselves. We got two roosters, Jerry and we got Mitch. Mitch is the big white one down there and Jerry's over to the left. Anyway, oh, there they come back. They're gonna start scratching as soon as they go in. Start scratching, buddy. Or not. Chickens love to scratch. Oh, look at that one. Went right up into the nest. Nesty box. More one has to lay an egg yet today. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.